welcome to the George FTTV YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss all things round 11, our trades, how we went, and a bit that went on this week. So should be good, sort of. Rank 1.9k, scored okay, 2,380 this week, but I was looking through my past ranks before the buys, and I've been roughly about here almost every year. I think one year I was 300th, and another year was 4,000, but everything else has been 1 to 2k this time of year. It's you can make up decent ground in the buys, but we'll see how we go. But I think everyone's just so informed on the game nowadays. It's just really hard to make up ground, whereas I think I was always confident I'd make up a lot of ground, not just in the buys but for the rest of the year. But it's just getting harder because everyone, so many resources and stuff like that to go by, and people understand CBAs and fundamentals and stuff, so it is hard to make up ground. But yeah, it's kind of annoying to not have a competitive rank for a prize like top 10. So not really playing for much, playing for leagues, I guess, but I don't really even, I'm in a few cash leagues, I don't even care. Like, I'm not going to trade according to cash league, I'm still going to play for overall. So yeah. This week was interesting because of the Flanders layout. So I was going to go on a hike where there's no internet about an hour before the game, and I had to fix all three formats with bad internet, basically. Just bit my nail or something, my skin off. So I was going to go there, and I was like, oh, for goodness sake, I better fix this Flanders issue. So I didn't quite know what to do. In SuperCoach, it was easy. I had to take Darcy's 42. So if you took a Richards, I got Richards on field anyway, but if you had Richards or Fraser, you'd be happy with that. If you had a Riley Garcia, you'd be happy with that. If you had a Donut, you'd be spewing. I guess this was pretty bad, the 42. Considering I thought that wasn't going to need to field him, but there's a bit of a panic, especially if, I don't know if you've tried to reverse rollback trades on fantasy on your phone. It's an absolute nightmare. It's a piece of crap, that trading on that app, but managed to make some changes, and hopefully he's back this week. Illness, you would think. Sexton without Flanders, you wanted a bit more from him, but Sexton's an interesting case because I think, do you trade him on his buy? Because that's the week before Powell comes back. But how can you trade this if he stays in the team with Powell and he does like 85? Like, it's hard to trade. There's not many players in the forward line that have a good role. So, did he even get kick-ins? Oh, surely he did with no Flanders. Gold Coast. He did. Joel Jeffrey got them. Well, maybe Jeffrey goes before Swallow as well. Maybe Jeffrey goes before Sexton. I don't know. Who's better? I have no idea. I like Sexton's game the week before. So I don't even know if I'm trading this. Even like Wilson, I think I'm going to trade him this week, but 5 round of 92. How do you trade this? It's all garbage. Like, I'm getting 70s, 3 round of 70 from Dylan Moore. He keeps getting blood rules every week, but a little bit underwhelming. 5 round of 98. I think for us, he's probably like 85 because we got a 140 in there. But yeah, we need a bit more from him. But that's I feel like I never want to pick someone with a bad role again, even if the forward line's crap, just because it's just so annoying. It's hard to score without a good role, but it is what it is. Even he's getting a few CBAs, just not scoring, so that's all right. Starting the defense, still no Luke Ryan. I think we did our thread titles 3 weeks in a row, or at least in the opening of our videos or Twitter. I'm getting Luke Ryan in. Can never get him because had to get English. Then he went 200, got out of reach. But yeah, I can't stand anti-potting Luke Ryan. It is the most horrible experience. All the useless touches. I feel like it's fixed between him and Justin Longmuir. Like, they're just behind the scenes betting on disposals or something, because it is genuine embarrassing. It is embarrassing to watch him get useless junk possessions. They kick 6 goals halfway through the fourth. They start coming back because they start winning it in the middle. And if they're winning it at the middle, it means it's not going in defense. But when it's in defense, they just fuck around with it non-stop. So I don't know. That's no wonder they can't score when Ryan controls the ball back there. Well, we need to get him, but yeah, Dacos. I mean, why didn't we VC this? Yeah, I'm just gonna VC him. He torched the Dogs last year, so he's VC. Didn't see Sheasel play, but that's good that he's scoring again, so just keep him. Nick Martin is tailed off a bit. He's dropped in price too. They have so many defenders back there, and then Ridley's back too. So Ridley, Redmond, McGrath, Martin, Laverde intercepts. It's going to be hard for him to be top 6 from here, I think. But I think you just keep him and he's good enough. So Lockie Whitfield. Jesus Christ. This is the worst. This is terrible. One of those games where you can't get near a small ground at GMHBA. So I think 5 weeks ago I basically said, looking through Whitfield's fixture, GMHBA, pencil him in for a 50, and not surprising, he scored 69. Beautiful clanger at the end to drop 8 points. That's, I don't know. Kicked it to Tom Stewart, who had no one within 30 metres of him. So I'd love to trade him because he has, look at this fixture. 2 of the next 3, McEntee tag, James Jordan tag. You would think McEntee goes to him. A buy and 2 tags over the buys. I really want to trade him. I don't think I can. If I want to get 24 premiums, I don't think I can trade him. But this is going to be horrible. The only good thing, not good thing, but like the saving grace was Houston is the other one that people have in this slot, and Houston did crap. Scored like 75 or whatever he did. So is what it is. Oh my goodness, I just hate owning him. It's him and more every week because like they're just bringing down the team like basically every week, and there's nothing we can do about it. Even if Whitfield goes good, Ryan's still putting 30 or 40 on his head. Cloese, he's been fine. 70s it's been a great rook for us, and Sexton will just keep holding. We'll need to trade Hoare eventually, just because we need a defender mid here. I thought that Will Dawson bloke was... I thought he was defender mid, but he's defender forward, which is a pain in the ass. He's probably a downgrade next week. I don't know anything about him. I think he's key position forward, I think. So he's probably going to score 10, but I needed him for just the swing. Midfield, there's so many frauds in the midfield. It's unbelievable this year. Like, Sarong's not a fraud. Butter's not a fraud. Bont's not a fraud, but he's playing a lot forward. Dawson's playing forward, but he's scoring really well. So he's been a decent trade-in. And I think I always have trouble when a player bottoms out and they've been really bad. Sometimes I have a lot of trouble determining whether they're actually still going to come good or not. But yeah, he looks really good now. He's got Richmond in 2 weeks as well. So it's been a good pick-up, Dawson, but wasn't sure, but glad I did jump on. What's wrong with Merritt? I don't know if you guys are watching Merritt, but he's just been rubbish. Like, 5 round of 112, we paid 660k for him because he had this West Coast North Richmond lined up. Around the ground stoppages, he was set up like behind the ball a lot for some reason. So it just seems he's quite happy to just play a role, not dominate. Really annoying. Matt Crouch. I was planning to flip Matt Crouch. How can I flip him with all these other donkeys in this team? Rao is not a donkey, but we paid 640 for him. I don't know why we did that. That was dumb. 5 rounds we've had him. What's his 5 round? Was it 101? 101, 640k. Should have just got Dale for 420k at the time. Is this a premium? Now, I know Blitzarves went to him, but fourth quarter, Blitzarves rucked because they subbed Conway off. And then what's his problem? And he did a Whitfield as well. I didn't see how many points he lost, but had a massive clanger at the end. Like, dumb clanger to no man's land. They got intercepted. So, he's priced at 10. Is that 103? Do we pick him next year? Probably. But he's very annoying own. That's why he's got the injury game subbed in. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of bad games. Like a lot of sub tons. I can see 4 at least here. Do I care enough to look? Not really, but I'm going to do it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sub tons. And it's not even... He's just going to have a bye now. Not including this SG. Actually, would have sub ton. He was on 5 with like halfway through the first. Been terrible. At least he's highly owned. Gorn, unbelievable. If you took the captain, I would have taken the C off him. I had it on merit, but calf soreness or whatever, fitness tests before the game. No chance I would have captained him, but if you did, well done. Tim English, absolute donkey of a pick. Oh my goodness. One of the worst, like there's nothing worse in, if you play SuperCoach, than owning players you don't want to own. Oh my goodness. Why doesn't he score points? Like he was getting, in the ruck, he was scoring his points at half back and on the wing. He's had lucky goals a few times since I've owned him. Like he's been dreadful. What's his 3 round? 92. What is this? This guy averaged 130. Yeah, he's sharing the ruck, but surely he can do 115. Played against Grundy. Grundy's R2. I'm 90% sure. Because Grundy's physical and SCG, small ground, he tackles and follows up and can grab it out the ruck and all that. English is so timid in the ruck. Like, just awful to watch. 138 break even. Rowan had a bad game, but his versing Gorn is just a nightmare. You're just going to get smashed every time. Rowan, I think the order is Gorn 1, Grundy 2, Rowan 3, English 4. I don't think we have the traits to punt him to Grundy. I think people just... I said in Discord, I'm trading him to Grundy, and people just call me an idiot. Who's R2 right now? It's got to be Grundy. It's... This 86 from Grundy is like a 130 DT. He just gave away dumb 50s early. And he does give away a lot of dumb free kicks. I will say that, but I prefer... Look, there's nothing I can do about this, actually. I just got to hold English, but I think Grundy will outscore him for the rest of the year. Forward line, Heaney's dropped off a bit. That's fine. Everyone has him. Flanders sick. Come back, please. Fisher. It's been a good trade-in. I was pretty anti-Fisher, but when all their defenders move out of defence and you're left with Fisher, you don't really have a choice but to pick him. Garbage, Dylan Moore. I guess good gun player, but even had some bad clangers too. Missed a lot of inside 50 kicks. Wilson's our... It's so sad to trade Darcy Wilson, but we might. Joe Richards, been okay. No, what am I talking about? Been excellent. So yeah, we did double downgrade this week. Brought in Fryja and Richards. Darcy, he can put up a good score, especially against, he's going to play on Frampton, I'm guessing, but play on, their key position defender stock's pretty bad, but I'm not opposed to keeping him, but I think people need his money, and he's a lot of money, so don't want to lose any more. He can go. Thank you for your service. Did I speak about Sweet? No idea how he played, but it sounds like Cherry beat him up pretty bad. I heard Soldo played limited minutes in the VFL, in that SNFL. Let's see how he went. No, not that one. No, not VFL. SANFL. Nope. So he played limited minutes, had 28 hit-outs. No point clicking him, he's not going to learn anything. Don't know how many... They don't have Tog here, damn. 28 hit-outs. I wonder if they bring him back. Hopefully we can get one more week out of Sweet. That would be nice. But His cover would have been useful though if Gorn was laid out. But anyway, that's the team. Captain Merritt. Who are we captaining this week? VC, Dacos, Captain... We could VC Butters, but I think Carlton's like not the best matchup. I don't really trust anyone. I guess Sarong. Dacos into Sarong. Probably, I don't love going into Sean Darcy. Heaney's not playing. I mean, we can't go too wrong. Dacos into Sarong, surely not. So I think we'll do that. So yeah, trades this week. We could just do the one. Now, I want a defender because we don't have any defenders. And they have a good buy. So I think we can afford to pick one of them up. So who do we want? I don't want Ridley. Too much quad issues. Too many quad issues. Luke Ryan, disgusting price, but he's D1. I think he'll end up D2 actually behind Dacos. Either way, he's disgusting. Houston's there. Went 170 on Carlton. I just don't want to pay 570 for him. Like if I'm going to pay up, I'm going to have to end up paying up for Zorko and Ryan. Whereas I'd rather grab like a 500k defender because I don't have any money. McGovern's doing well, but he's plays the Saints. I don't want 32-year-old, just how I play. Yo's cooked. Where was this 4 weeks ago? So annoying. That stupid pick worked. Disgraceful game. I like Jordan Clark. What's his kick? I don't think he gets many kick-ins, but they just mess around with it in defense all the time. And I think Clark is good. He's offensively minded. He can intercept a bit too. But he's like, if you look at Clark's scoring, because I've watched him a lot of this year, and I nearly picked him in fantasy, but didn't. Nearly doesn't matter. But so this round 4, this was a ton against Carlton, who are restrictive, and he gave away a 50 right at the end, and he was on 100. So he lost 16 points from a dumb 50 at the end. So it's like just anomaly. Port Adelaide restrictive, Bulldogs down game an 80, which is like Whitfield scores 83 and you're like, yeah, okay, I'll take it. Whereas anyone else, you're like, you serious sort of thing. But I didn't go that big on Richmond. That was when, Ryan scored 200. Sydney got tagged. Now he does get tagged again. I'll get to that. Saints went nuclear. Collingwood went massive. So Melbourne, I think, in the top 5 for giving up points. I think Gold Coast give up points. So I think everyone in the next, until like the next 7 weeks, I believe, I was looking at DFS, I think they're all positive for defender matchups. So around 16, that's when we will need a 7th defender. We can bench him. I do like the price. I'm thinking about him. I don't mind Nas. I think they're still using the 3 of them back there. I didn't see where Sinclair played today because St Kilda are just unwatchable. I'm guessing he played mid today, which helps which helps Nas. Oh, Sinclair pure mid. I quite like Nas then, but who knows? Could be week to week. But this tells me their midfield is so bad at the moment. St Kilda. where I think they need him mid. So there might be games where he plays defense, but I think he'll be like in and out of, like he'll be used in the midfield a fair bit. So I think Nasser's a good pick. I like Nas. I am thinking about it. 1.85 round. So that's coincided with Sinclair going mid for a fair bit. What's his run? I suppose I can't play the Saints. Which is a good matchup. Richmond's in there. Look at this. Disgusting. Who does this fixture? The fixturings are pathetic. Even like I was listening to SCN this week, they're all whinging about Sydney getting 2 buys. Like, it's pretty obvious from when they released a fixture. It was dumb as shit. Andrew Dillon, no idea that dude. How you tick that off? Just hopeless leadership. I think we should bring back Gill. Sicily's interesting. He's playing well. Played on, I think, Ryan today or something, the first gamer. He's got Richmond coming up. My issue with Sicily is that shoulder, like, is that at risk at popping out again? And could they play him forward because they're like not going to make the 8? Do they just stuff around? He pretty much killed Scrimshaw's scoring, but it's actually pretty good. Like, this is way better than Whitfield. Like, a floor, apart from round 1, which is just disaster, a floor of 89. I like Sicily, but yeah. Stewart looks awful. I know he scored 110. He got 2 clutch marks, which they kicked it down his throat, but at the end, where he got a lot of points, but his DT is horrific. Like, I don't think he's even averaging 80 in DT. I don't know if it's from the concussion. I got Richmond this week. Should get a nice score, but he's very fumbly this year. Like, just looks off. And that's when I can't tell. Like, is he a trade-in at this price, or you just don't touch? But on the eye, he just doesn't look right. He's like, comes off the ground a fair bit. It's happened like multiple weeks where he just comes off the ground, gets checked by the doctor. So I wonder if something's up with him. Newman's okay. I think like older, injury prone and stuff like that. But Ed Richards is pretty good. When does Ryan play Richmond? Because if we don't have him by then it might as well just uninstall. Around 17. I know he didn't go that big on the Dogs. This Dogs game, I reckon he just got fed kick-ins. Like, he didn't intercept just because of how tall the Dogs forward line is. It's hard. I don't know what the intercepting stats is, but when I watch the Dogs, I feel like it's hard to intercept against them with all their tools. Can we get... No, this is not going to work. We would have to get rid of Darcy Wilson, which is sad. I like Wilson a lot. No, that's not going to work. So we go... let's go defenders, please. Stuff Houston, hate Port. Clark and Nas. Could we do that? And then we'd need this slot for Ryan, which would mean no Ed Richards. Richards is a weird one because he started off in the midfield, scoring crap, and then he just goes, okay, 160 against Richmond doesn't really count. 180 against GWS looks fantastic. And even this game was probably only a 150 against Sydney. It looks brilliant. What happens when Libba comes in? Plus, he's got soft tissue history. They did a 6-week hammy. I think we'll let that one go. So I wonder if we do this, right? And then we'd grab any rook. There's that Will Dawson guy. Or do we just grab a loophole, which would be dumb. Trading Darcy was to a loophole sounds dumb as shit. I think Charlie Edwards is like all we got. I'm not sure we'll do that, but say we did that. Oh, we could get rid of... Who did we get rid of? If we got rid of Closey over, or got rid of Sweet, if he doesn't play. How are we looking for buys? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Jesus Christ. I gotta stop saying that. Nas probably doesn't work. Let's try something else. I like Nas. I'll probably grab Nas in another format. I think I'm getting Will Day in fantasy because it's cheap. Okay, so Darcy to... say Clark. Sweet, so he doesn't play. And then Wilson. What are we doing? Oh, we could get Ryan. And then Edwards. I don't really want to trade. Could do that. Then we'll have 20 premium plus Sexton, who could be forward premium. That means we'd need, say, I don't know if Sexton's keeper or not, but we're just going to keep him until even when Power comes back. I think we'll just keep him for one, see what happens. Then we'll need 1, 2. Let's complete that. So we'll need a 7th defender, so 1 upgrade, 2, 3. That'll be Zorko. Probably Jackson. I don't know how we'll afford Rankin, but he will probably need Rankin. Zorko, Jackson as cover. Something probably happened to Darcy. And then 3 or 4 upgrades for 12 trades, plus we're getting rid of Horse. So basically 11 trades, 3 upgrades, maybe 4. I think I'm willing to go down to 2 trades. And then if we can get 24 premium and 2, I don't know how we're going to do it. We'll need Richards and Fraser to make a stack of money. And yeah, I don't think we can trade English or Witt. Alternatively, if I don't want to grab anyone, I can just do this and then grab Jordan Clark. I'm not that keen on Clark, but I don't know, DFS said that his next 8 are positive matchups or something, and I do like watching him play. Unlike Ryan, it pisses me off. And that way we can just keep everyone and not... we could just go Hoare to Charlie Edwards then. Just because if we don't get a... if we don't get a 1 or 2 loop in the mid-season draft this week, then we're going to have to grab him because we need this for cover. So he's not. I don't think Edwards almost certain not to play this year. So it's be a loop. I have no idea what we're going to do yet, but yeah, we'll see. Do we have enough for Nas? Nope. No. Gurno's 460. I think I'd prefer him to more, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I got Richmond soon. Yeah, around 19 onwards. Oh, don't know. Collingwood keys are not that great. I think we'll leave it at that. not too sure what we'll do. We'll think about grabbing Ryan or Clark, but we say we got Ryan every week. We never do. But that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.